Hi guys, it's Shell, Sunbury Housewives. Welcome back to another video. If you're new to our channel, thank you so much for stopping by. Hit the subscribe button to see future videos. I post new videos every Wednesday and Saturday. So today I'm making a cute, fun red and teal truck tumbler for Christmas. So let's go ahead and jump right in the video. So I'm starting out with this sublimation tumbler and some gorgeous vinyl that I got from, I believe it was Timber Ridge Graphics off of Etsy. I'll list everything in the description box below. So yeah, so I'm going to start with measuring my tumbler. I've already prepped my tumbler. So I'm measuring it, which ended up didn't really matter, but I wanted to get the center point between because I'm kind of doing, it's kind of a split, but not entirely, but kind of. You'll see here in a little bit. But I wanted the 2 points that the vinyl come together to meet there. I didn't end up doing that, but that was my intention. So I was finding the center point to where the points I thought were going to come together, but that's what I was doing here. So yeah, that wasn't necessary. And then once I found that, I set that aside. And then this vinyl, like I said, I got out off of Etsy, and at least I think that's where I got that off of. Anyway, wherever I got it from, I'll list it in the description below, but I'm pretty sure I got this from Timber Ridge Graphics, and it's so cute. So I'm folding this at half corner to corner and giving it a crease, and then I will do it the other way, corner to corner, and giving it a nice crease so that I can get the two halves to give me my splits that I want. You'll see what I'm doing because I know I'm not explaining it right. So that's what I'm doing here. And because I kind of want like half diamonds, triangles. Oh my gosh, that's the word I'm looking for, triangles. But I don't want the top halves, I want the sides. And then you'll just see what I'm doing. So yeah, I'm cutting along those creases. This was to kind of go at an angle. It was way too big for it to fit into my paper cutter. So I'm just using the old-fashioned way of the scissors. Apparently my crease was not good enough, so I had to crease it again. So yeah, I set the bottom half aside so I can use it again another time if I so choose. And then cut the other half. So this is kind of what it'll look like. It will overlap, and that's why the little point thing would not matter. Because I decided it would have overlapped in the back, and when I started looking at it, I realized that the two halves, the backs match up. And I thought, oh my gosh, this could look seamless. So my little points overlap, and you'll see what I do a little later. So yeah, the little dot that I made doesn't even matter. So I'm not quite sure what I was trying to do here. And obviously I was trying to think. But I knew that I wanted those two halves for that seam to match up. The little trucks matched up, and it was just awesome. So I decided to grab out my tape and tape those two halves together so that those seams matched up, which I was so happy about. So I'm getting them lined up, and then I'm going to grab some painter's tape and tape them up so that it don't move, that when I go to put it on to my tumbler. And then obviously I struggled trying to find my tape because my room is a disaster. So I start taping it up just so that I can start lining it up, and then had to kind of rearrange the tape because it started moving on me. And then I finally get it all lined up and tape this puppy down. And then I will obviously still tape it up. And then I finally get it to get where I want it to go. And then we'll place, still working on it. Had to have it perfect. Okay, so then I place it on, I'm still trying to get it on that dot. I was still trying to get it on that dot. And I just said, to heck with that dot. So you can see where it overlaps at the points, which was fine because I decided to kind of do a little fancy schmancy stuff a little later. But then I decided, which way do I want the little flap to go? I don't know why that mattered. So I pull off a little bit at the corner and cut that off so that I can get that lined up. Lay it back down. And then get it lined up exactly where I want it. And then pull off the little flap and lay it down to secure it to the tumbler. And I'm still trying to decide which way I want the flap to go. I don't know why. I really struggled with that, which way I really wanted it to go. So yeah, that's what I'm still doing here. I finally make up my mind and lay that flap down and then pull off the first half of the vinyl and lay it down. It went down, no issues. Beautiful. This vinyl is amazing. So then I do that same thing with the second half. I just roll it down and then I take off my tape to do the second half. Knowing that it was lined up great, I just pull it off and roll it and smooth it out as I go along. And then I will pull the edges over as tight as I can. I'm going to end up cutting it off anyway, so it doesn't matter. And then pull in down into the tumbler and then smooth out. Then I take a piece of tape and tape off to where I want to cut off, and then take my craft knife and go along that tape line so that I can cut off and get a straight line. And then I remove that tape. And then I take my knife up at the top and cut off any excess. And then I'll go and do it again at a 45-degree angle. Make sure your craft knife the blade is sharp. Mine was decently sharp, but it could have been sharper. So then making sure that there's no bubbles. And then, yeah. So then I go and I'm showing you and myself what I plan to do, which is not this stuff. So then I'm going to tape off and protect all of my vinyl because now I'm going to glitter. So now that that's all taped off, I'm going to do the bottom half in this teal color. This is Mermaid Scales by the Glitter Heart Co. I'm going to do the bottom half, and then the top half I mixed two glitters up because I didn't have the perfect color that I really wanted. So I mixed up this generic white that I got off of Amazon, and I think this is Ruby Slippers from the Glitter Guy. So I mixed those two together and got this really pretty like white / red, obviously. Almost like a candy cane mix. It's really pretty. Anyway, so that's what I'm going to do. And so I mixed up a little bit of epoxy and just very little, obviously. You don't want to put too much, and just very carefully go around those painter tape, and then put a very, very light coat. And then I will glitter this. So I put the mermaid scales on the bottom, and I am almost out of mermaid scales, which is just a travesty to me because I love this stuff. So I'm gonna have to order more. And don't forget the bottom. And then I had to refill my jar because literally that's all I have left. And so I had to dump it back into my bottle and glitter the butt. So then once I get that fully coated, tap off the excess and then go to this red mixture that I got. And I love that it gave that very light red and white mixture, so it matched the truck a little bit better than just a stark red, because that would have been too bright. So then I set that off to dry, but I did take the tape off. Then I gave it, I sealed it and gave it 2 coats of epoxy. Once that was cured, then I cut out this in this metallic vinyl, this teal vinyl and red vinyl. So starting out with the thicker line of the teal, I am going across. You'll see where the diamond in the middle comes across. I know I'm gonna butcher trying to show you what I'm doing, so you'll just have to watch, because yeah, I'm not gonna be able to show you or tell you what I'm doing. But it creates like this diamond in the middle where I overlapped the truck vinyl. So just watch what I'm doing, because I'm not gonna try to explain it. I will butcher it. Once I'm done with the teal, I wanted to bring in some red, but I wanted to do it a little differently than I normally do. I want to lay the red right next to the teal. Just add a little something different. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm going right along the sides of the teal. Just, I don't know, to be different. I don't know, just to be different. So that's what I'm doing here. And I do end up going into the middle of the little diamond shape as well. So that's what I'm doing here. And there is that. I think it's so cute. I think that metallic just really sets it off, along with like the rustic of the trucks, and I love it. So I'm gonna give this a coating of the Ccdiy quick coat, let that dry, and give it a few coats of epoxy before this is done. And I do let this spin around 8 to 10 hours between coats of epoxy, to allow that to cure before it is done. And here it is all finished. I love it. This will be available on the website, and yeah, can add a name if you so choose. If not, it can be just like this. Love it. And I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a great big thumbs up, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye guys.